Hi, I'm Tony Thackeray and thank you for joining me today on this video blog titled The Magic of Yes. This follows on from a previously written blog article on my website, which is also titled The Magic of Yes. And there are 3 points I wanted to touch on and further elaborate. And so without further ado, the first one is embrace every opportunity. Often we reject opportunities that can have a life-changing effect, and we don't know what those opportunities are until time has actually revealed itself. So often it's our fears and insecurities that limit these favourable conditions finding their way into our life because we fixate on disempowering states. I'll say that again. We limit these opportunities arriving into our life because we're too fixated on the negative aspect, the negative emotions, the negative thoughts. So what we need to do, as Albert Einstein said, is see our problem with a new mind, and that is almost grow a new mind, or see the potential in the opportunity by seeing it in a new vista, in a new mental capacity, as opposed to honing in on the negative aspect of the change or the situation itself. So once again, embrace every opportunity. The second point is the word yes itself is action orientated. So think about when you say yes to situations, how does it feel in your body as opposed to saying no? And I want you to try a little experiment for a couple of days. Just on one of the days, just repeat the word yes. Walk around the house, wherever you are, and just repeat the word yes, yes, yes. And see how positive it is, how empowering it is. And notice it in your body. Where do you feel it in your body? What types of sensations arise for you by saying the word yes? Now, in contrast, on the following day, try saying no for the entire day. And you can see how no impacts our physiology, how no impacts our feelings and sensations, and changes our moods as well. So it's a really good experiment to try for yourself. So again, the word yes is action orientated. It's energizing and has a metaphysical relationship tied to movement and energy. When we say yes to something, then the aftermath comes in. It's what happens after that. Suddenly, yes means we're taking action, or the action itself is taking place in our life. So in comparison, no denotes inertia, motionless, and fixedness. So it's quite static. And in my previous book, The Power to Navigate Life, I talked about 2 states, one being the navigating state and the other state being the parked state. And so no is very much a parked state, and that is, if you think about being in a car and parking your car, it's quite stagnant. You're fixed in this environment within the car and not moving. So no has the same effect. It abrupts the process of life. It ceases and stops. So we want to move out of no and into yes. Let me render a caveat here, and that we want to say yes to the right opportunities. So knowing when to say yes and when to say no. So this video is really about knowing when to say yes, but saying yes in order to empower yourself and empower the process of life. And the third and final point is embrace yes and then conquer your fears. And I think that's the most important part. When we say no to life, then our fears are heightened. When we say yes, we move through our fears. We transcend our fears. So the magic of yes is liberating because it encourages us to conquer our fears, our doubts, our anxieties, and to move through them. And like most things, the more we practice, the more we encounter opportunities when we least expect it. So much like running a marathon or training in the gym or doing yoga, the more we exercise the physical body, the greater it grows. And there's a principle known as hormesis, which actually says what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So a small toxin to the body actually builds the immunity or the strength within the body to counteract that poison or toxin. Admittedly, it's a small amount. And the same thing can be said in the power of yes, or the magic of yes, is that by conquering our doubts, our fears, we grow stronger, we grow more empowered to tackle life and empower ourselves, and also empower ourselves to create the opportunities that we most desire at the inner level. So there we go. Thank you for joining me once again on this video titled The Magic of Yes. Thank you for continuing to subscribe to these videos if you're watching this on YouTube. My name is Tony Fakhri. Thank you once again.